Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today it is Tuesday. Laura's back at work today. I haven't gelled my hair yet. That's a mistake. So, oh god, I'm waiting for a beep. I press the record button and I wait for it to beep and then but it doesn't, it just immediately starts recording. So, it's Tuesday today, Laura's gone to work, I am hanging around the flat, I've just got ready and stuff, and I'm trying to wait for my hay fever tablet to like kick in a little bit. I went to bed really late last night, I went to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I got into a discussion about how, I want to turn this off, see what that does, if I turn that off. I got into a discussion about how banks work with people, it's boring conspiracy theory shit. And that meant going to bed really, really late, which is silly. But I got up at 7-ish, quarter to 7-ish, I think I finally got up. So I should be pretty tired by tonight. The problem I have is that I'm not really feeling tired when Laura feels tired. So Laura goes to bed before me. And I need to start getting used to waking up early, like the same time she does, so that we can get ready and stuff for work. So hopefully going to bed ridiculously late last night means that I can go to bed at a semi-decent time tonight, and I've like kind of forced my body clock to resync. But otherwise this morning, sorted out my daily vlog, sorted out, well, I got myself dressed and all that kind of good stuff, and I've been prepping for things such as, because I'm about to head on out the house, I've been prepping for things like I've got I can't see the screen, because the screen's facing the wrong way. I've got my longboard and logbook for the car set up there. Oh, this is quite awkward actually, this vlogging. Oh, press the wrong fucking button as well. You can't cut the camera with that apparently, and focus is gone. Oh, there we go. I feel like the focus is better if I don't set it to autofocus and I set it to like when I press the button focus. But anyway, so otherwise I'm about to head on out. I've got to go and get a new tyre, or I've got to go get the other tyre repaired. I've been waiting not only for my hay fever tablet, but also, because I'm fucking hay fever man, it's such a bitch. I've been waiting for like the morning rush at the tyre place, because I don't really want to, I don't want it to take an hour. I don't want it to be so long that it's worthwhile me coming back and then me going back out for it. I want it to be like half an hour tops, in which case I'll longboard around for a little bit and then go back to it. But who knows? So I've been waiting for a little bit to try and get past like the morning rush in my mind. But otherwise, let's go and get a car tyre. Well, hey. Also, you know, another big problem with using this camera instead of using my other camera. Not only does it mean that like I have to carry you around on your great big silly tripod contraption because it's too awkward. If I hold you like just you, like it's too, like the weight's all wrong, or I hold you from underneath and then I interrupt the lens and stuff like that. So you kind of have to vlog with a silly little thing. But anyway, the problem is not only that I have to use this great big tripod thing, but also that I don't have something in my pocket. Normally I go like this, I'll go phone, keys, camera, wallet. But instead I'm going phone, keys, where the fuck's my camera? It's in my hand, because it's not in my pocket anymore. Right, come on, let's go. This tyre looks so crap and so sorry for it. I'm almost embarrassed driving it like this. Here, and it does actually look quite busy, so we may be a bit unlucky. We may have to go home after this. I don't mind going home, but like if it's going to be longer than an hour, be a decent time longer, you know? At least I came prepared. Look, I can come home. Oh, here's the other tyre. It's got a big fat nail in it just there, you can see. So it should be repairable. I shouldn't need a new tyre, hopefully. Right, well apparently it's going to be about 35 to 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes before it even goes in, so let's head home then, shall we? You know, I would say that vlogging with this style of camera, like this ridiculous size and what have you, let's change the autofocus mode. I can't default it to that mode, it's really irritating. It like changes the way you think about vlogging, because like you're so much bigger and more awkward to handle. You're harder to be discreet, you know? With my other camera I could just put it in my pocket and then that's it, I'm set, you know? No one knows about you, I could just put you in my pocket and then that's it. And then there's like, I don't need to worry about people thinking, what's he doing? Because I basically hide the evidence, you know? But with this it's so much more difficult to do that. And so, what you essentially have is there's no point hiding the fact that you're going to vlog. In fact, if anything, doing this justifies, kind of, why I've even got you. So, it's kind of like, just, I don't know, it's really difficult to explain. Like, there's no way of hiding you. So there's no point in being like, I don't know, I can't put, what's the word? It's like, I can be discreet with my other camera, and then because I'm being discreet, it becomes awkward. Like, when do I take you out of my pocket and start vlogging? With you, you're always constantly in my hand, because I can't possibly put you away. So, it kind of moves that point of logic of being like, well, if I hide you, then there's no way that you can, then people will know. Because people know, so I may as well do it. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, so that's fine by me. So the question is, it's going to be about half an hour before they even take it in to look at it. Is there much point hanging about? Like, should I just piss about on my longboard for a bit, or should I go home? Meh, I'm out the house now. What can you do? Next time I come out, I will, what will I do? Next time I come out, I'll be heading like directly there to come back, so this is my only chance to go and have fun. So I'm just going to go down a bit, just once, you know. I've also changed the settings of the camera, so it shouldn't be quite as blown out. It should be like automatically trying to stop it being too bright. Just realised I had my fucking sunglasses like here. What am I doing? Why aren't I wearing them? I don't know. So, oh dear, god damn. It's good fun. This bit's quite a steep hill there, this bit. When we first moved here, we kind of thought that this place was like a school, because it's got rugby pitches on it. I've never seen it used by anything like that looks official, but it's got 4 rugby pitches. So it must have some use. Oh dear, look at that. Oh, hello, that was awkward. That's enough pissing about. Time to head home, ladies and gentlemen. Oh look, this is a burnt out motorbike. Okay. How horrible is that, eh? God. So I bet somewhere in Bristol someone's stolen someone's motorbike and then come here and burnt it. Happy birthday, eh? Someone's birthday out there, isn't it? Having a whale of a time, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely bloody whale of a time. Genuinely love this path. It's so like, it's because it's so smooth. It's so smooth and it's slightly downhill, but not downhill enough to be scary until you get to the very end. And then you can just like carve all the way down it. So much fun. Look. Oh, here's the only 2 bumps in the whole thing. I'm really sorry about the wind noise. Although, it'd be interesting to know which of the 2 cameras is better for wind noise. I doubt it's this one, because it's not really designed for this lol. The question is, can he take this downhill bit here, around this corner? Can he do it? I did it earlier, well, the other day, but I wasn't filming at the time. And I've got to control your speed because it's too bloody fast. Okay, that's quite a, no. What I was saying was, it's quite a tight corner. So you've got to be like, you've got to really, really lean into it. Nope. Oh yeah. Now this one's definitely too tight because this is a hairpin. Lol. Apparently that's the advantage of like shorter, well, like skateboards or penny boards. The shorter the longboard, the like tighter the wheelbase, so the sharper it can turn. But that also means that like longer longboards and stuff are usually more stable because you have to actively lean it further to turn. You know what I mean? But that's what I might look into, like a penny board, because penny boards are like the advantage of a longboard in the sense that it's smooth. Skateboards are horrible because they've got hard plastic wheels and they're too small and all that kind of stuff. But penny boards, the small ones, have big soft rubber wheels like a longboard, but it's small enough to carry. So it might be good in that sense for like commuting. Like the problem is though, is it not very good for the kind of distances that I go on this thing? But it's definitely more convenient, obviously, to carry around when you're not using it, i.e. like on a bus or something. But we'll see. Because I am definitely considering longboarding down into work. I'm not going to do it like the first week, but I will consider it like weeks after that, maybe like in the second week or maybe halfway through the first week. I've got to get used to the buses and figure out like what time to leave for the bus before I can then decide whether to longboard or not. And I've been back for a little bit now. I've just been looking into sorting out things for my website. I'm now looking into setting up custom domain email stuff, which is what I'm currently setting up, so that I don't have to use a personal email account on the site itself. So I'm going to have like a contact at URL or whatever, or me at, I don't know. So either way, that's what I'm doing, but I've just got a phone call from the garage, so my car is fixed. So I need to swap these glasses for my shades, re-pick up the longboard, make sure I've got my wallet on me and my keys and my phone, but not my camera. Well, you're my camera, and then we'll get the longboard and we'll head on out. Come on, let's go pick up the car. I wonder how much it's going to cost. Do you want to bet? It actually doesn't look half as warm as I wanted. Yeah, I'm currently deploying my email server to the cloud. Bloody cool, the stuff is. As their stuff is, as your stuff. Right, cool, let's officially go now. There's a kid up here on like a little electric quad bike thing. Oh, it's ever so cute. All good, and it only cost me 15 quid, which is how I like. That is a price I like. I'm now going to drive it to Sainsbury's, make sure it's okay, and then just check the tyre pressure in all of the wheels. Just test drive it basically, so I don't just leave it parked. Let's go. That over there is a Google Street View car. I've never seen one of them IRL. That's well cool. Turns out it's not coming my way though. Sad times, man. Home and looking much better. Look at that beauty. And I'm home in time for lunch, ladies and gentlemen. The email thing I was setting up doesn't seem to work. It's not what I thought it was. It's basically a way to send emails, like marketing emails and stuff. I don't need to do that, I just want a contact email. I'm trying to look into how to do that. Obviously it doesn't particularly matter at the precise moment in time because what's the point? But I don't want to use my own email address for obvious reasons, because I use all of my email address for certain things. Like I have a number of them. I have my main channel account, which is like attached to YouTube and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. I have the daily vlog account, the gaming channel account technically. I then have something that I call my business account, which is to do with like, it's attached to all of my programming based stuff. I then have a trash account, which is just for like spam essentially, and then I have my actual private email account. Like I've already got a lot of email accounts, so I'm just trying to figure out a way of putting up, without creating another email account like through Gmail. I want, to be fair, like my own at the domain name, but I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. I'm looking up at like different options and different ways that we can go about that kind of thing, but not having much progress because the one thing I just found turns out to be not what I thought it was. So it's basically something else. It's called, I don't know what it's called now. But it basically like masks, you send emails from its service and then it masks it as your stuff, but they can't reply. It will go to, it just doesn't get to you. And I don't want it to send emails, I want it to receive them, mainly. If people ever want to contact me, for whatever reason. But you're like all spun around. I'm just trying to spin you back into place. There you go, isn't that nice? Oh no, nice to you, eh? God damn, right, lunchtime. Pretty exciting as well because we've got Krusty Cobs. We had burgers here last night, and Krusty Cobs it is, boys, because we've got leftover Krusty Cobs. I love Krusty Cobs. Sorry, I keep coming back to you with more information about my email thing. I haven't even remembered, look, I've just literally put the camera away and then carried on. Put my camera away, got the Nexus, and then was like, oh. But the reason this thing is complicated is because normally you'd get your service hosted on like the domain company that you bought your domain from, in which case they'll host email for you if you want it. What I've got though is I'm hosting on Azure, which is different, and basically that points to Azure because I need this I need Azure's cloud-based stuff. So it's complicated things because now I can't go to my domain thing and go, oh, I'll have email please, because that means they also need to host something, and it seems to get complicated very quickly. So I'm just trying to figure out a solution for my issues. Like, because I'm not averse to spending $5 a month for emails to this private account, but I am averse if it messes up. Like, because I'm essentially paying for something I don't want. I don't want to host my website on your service. I want to just get emails. And I feel like that's a little bit more of a complicated step. Food! I'm so hungry. I'm really struggling with how to sort out my footer at the bottom. What I essentially have so far, I'll describe it to you. I have like a thing at the bottom that has like designed by and copyright information. I then have like another bar. So I've got a chunk, right? The bottom half of the chunk is like website design information. And then the next part is social media links. It's my own personal website. So it's got social media links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, daily vlogs. So how do I put on an email communication? I was going to have like a bigger one, like ever so slightly above it. But I don't think that works. I don't think that works half as well. So I'm in a weird position at this precise moment in time, because I don't really know how to get over this. I've been fiddling around with it for so long. I've got myself email, by the way. I figured it all out. But I've got myself an email address, but I don't know how to put it on the bloody page, because I think writing out the email doesn't look clean, but I don't know what to write in its place. I just don't know. YOLO, do I have something like that? Where, like, this is an individual word? Or do I spell out the email address? Either way, it's not very centralised. This is my problem. Like, everything else is so nicely centralised except this line here. Also, before you all inevitably dive down into the comments to type, "Hey Jamie, you spelled copyright wrong," I fixed it, alright? I realised my issue, just as I filmed it for you. Right, I've decided what I want. I've decided that I'm just going to put email : my email address. So I'm going to do it like that instead of trying to mask the fact that it's there, because I just think it breaks, like it's illogical. Like, there's no sign that clicking on the word email would bring up an email, and I think that putting a sign there would be flawed. It'd be a flawed design. What I don't like, I have a special thing, a hatred for, which is apps or websites that don't look like they do something but it does something, or something that looks like it should do one thing but does something else entirely. And I will show you my most recently found worst offender, and it comes from one of my favourite design, like, as a company, Google are really good at designing stuff. Like, the way they design things is always really well thought out. They do a damn good job, right? I'm going to show you something. It's a massive oversight and they're idiots. Right then gang, here we go. So here I am watching a video on the YouTube app on my phone. I heard this guy makes really good videos. You should check him out. His name's Joe. Anyway, so when you're watching the video on here, you can swipe the video down like that, and then you can like use the rest of the app or whatever. Okay. However, if you Chromecast that, if you send it to a Chromecast, and I'll just mute the TV. Okay, so it's now playing on the TV there. It's just buffering. Now, you would think that you would still be able to swipe down, right, into the corner. You can't do that. For some reason, you've got to press a button, and then it produces this bar. That's a design smell, if you ask me, because you've just changed, like, how I interact with that thing. I interact with this player. If I want this oh gosh, how do I get it back to it now? If I want this, you see, I'm not impressed at this point. Can I go back to the, oh, you're not even watching it, I apologise. Right, look, any other time except for when I'm Chromecasting, I can just drag this down to the bottom. Just because it's in this cool bar thing down here, doesn't mean dragging it down should change its action. It doesn't mean that you need this button. I should be able to drag it down and then it turns into this bar at the bottom, and I could just drag the bar up if I need to. But for some reason they decided to have a button that does it instead. I don't know why. I think that's stupid. It's just one of them things that just drives me a little bit mad, you know. It just confuses me to no end why they decided. It used to work like that. It used to be able to drag it down, and then they changed it. for reasons I don't quite understand. Anyway, I now have my footer, I believe is designed to how I want it to be designed, which is good. It means that it's ready. Basically, I've got the header. The header looks pretty and works how I want it to do. The footer doesn't work yet how I want it to do, but I'll get it to. Like all the links don't work, they basically all just link to the homepage. So I'm going to add in all of my links. I'm then going to work on pushing the data through from the back end into the front end, instead of populating it all in the presentation layer, which is the wrong way of doing things. And then tomorrow, And then all it is a case of, I'll be able to put this live soon. Maybe by the end of today, maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe by the time this video goes up. That's possible. Ooh, it's exciting, isn't it? Programming is going quite well, ladies and gentlemen. I am now going to go and do some cooking though. The fun that I'm having at the moment is populating all of the data that's required for the model, so that I can populate my footer nicely. But what I do need to do is, what do I need to do? Sorry? Yes, I'm populating all that information. All I need to do now is populate the social media links, because the way I'm doing it so that I can very easily and dynamically just populate another social media link if I need to. Or if I need to just pop one out and put a different one in. If I get bored of Instagram or Twitter, I can just take it off and it won't matter. And the whole system will deal with it in the code instead of in the presentation layer. I'm just going through populating all of that. I need to do my social media link builder, and then I need to work on the actually changing the footer so that it actually got things from the model and not because it's still in the hard-coded version. Because I've only just threaded the data through. But Laura's come back. She's gone off to go for a run. She's training for a charity run thing, which I'll let you know about as soon as I know about it and stuff. So I am tasked with starting cooking dinner. We're cooking a chili tonight, so I do like cooking myself chilies and stuff. So, no, not chili, sorry, we're making a curry, which is good. Also, I've noticed that I think this camera is really good, I think, at filming like now. I think like the video quality there looks pretty good, and the lighting looks pretty good. I think my other camera did pretty well as well, but it struggles a lot, doesn't it, when you move from room to room. It takes a while for it to readjust, I think. Right, I'm gonna get the Nexus so I can watch something while I'm cooking. Dinner was pretty delicious. They didn't have Scotch bonnets when we went shopping, so we used bird's eye chilies, or finger chilies, one of the two, instead. And it was so good. It was really spicy. To be fair, I used half a pack of them, but unlike, what's it called, which can be a bit of a mess. The Scotch bonnets can be a bit weedy sometimes, for some reason, and I don't really know why, but I can definitely recommend finger chilies, especially for curry anyway. Scotch bonnets are good for chilies, I think, but not curries. Well, not as good for curries. Right, I'm going to shut down Atlas. I'm going to move this programming onto my laptop. So yeah. I mean, I'm not promising you anything at the moment, but I'm thinking by tomorrow I should have this live, which is exciting, I think. I'm going to go do a bit of work on it now while we're watching TV. Got my glasses. Got my glasses. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a bit of a time jump because we are heading to bed. It is late and it's bedtime. So, what's been going on this evening? I cooked dinner and we sorted out... What went on? Yeah, I cooked dinner, Laura got back, and then it was really nice. I've already talked to you, that's why I'm confusing myself. Spent the evening, we watched first episode of Life on Mars, which was pretty good. I've never seen it, I've always heard it was good, but never watched it. And then we watched the news and stuff. Laura fell asleep, and now we're just heading off to bed. I'm pretty tired as well. What I have been doing is I've been spending lots of time feeding through my data to the footer. So the footer is now being populated from the model, as is the header. So all I need to do now before going live is basically putting like a little splash page on, and then doing it in a way where I can build off of the design. Then I can start populating all of the pages and pushing them all live, which is great. Otherwise though, that's about that, to be honest with you. I also want to look into the responsive designs, because I checked it out. Because it's not on any environment. I've only been testing it obviously on my Surface and on Atlas. But I put it onto emulator mode on Chrome, and I realised that the screen sizes, they're a lot. I've got an issue where some of the things have like a minimum width. A minimum width value, and some things are at 100%, and then 100% is smaller than the minimum width, and it's caused me issues. So I'm going to have to figure out a solution for that. I believe I'm going for several different CSS pages based on what size screen you've got. But we'll see. We'll see the best way of managing it, because I think I know an easy way of managing it, to be honest with you. Which I think is, as soon as you get to the minimum width, you stop trying to scale, and then like, but I don't know, probably not. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, that's all. Tomorrow, it's going to be miserable weather. I'm not planning on going anywhere. This spins. It spins ever so slowly, this does. I don't know why. I think it's the like legs are the ones that are spinning, not the camera itself. It's weird. But yeah, so we're not planning on going anywhere tomorrow. It's just going to be a day in revising. Fuck that. Doing web stuff, and then potentially other things as well. Who knows? I'll catch you later.